This video will help you get started off with the projects on IPintentio platform. The first thing that you need to do is go to ipintentio.com and log in. So use your email ID and password and log into the platform. You will be taken to the courses page. So what you need to do is click on this down arrow and select My VLSI Designs. This will take you to the projects page. So once the project page has loaded, you will see a place to create a new project. As I have already created the lot of projects, so they are listed below this. So once you have created a project, it will appear in this list. So how to create a project? Click on create and then enter a project name. So here I will just use a dummy name 123, and then if you want to upload any files that you have already created on your desktop, that you can do by making a tar.gz archive and uploading it over here, or you can leave this empty also. You can put in a start date. By default the start date will be the same as the date you create the project. You can ignore the next two fields. They are for selection of the flow. There is only one flow, so there is nothing to change in this. The last one is a important section. The person who creates the project automatically becomes the owner of the project. So what you need to do is add other members to this. For adding, you need to know their email IDs which they have used to sign up into IPintentio. So what you need to do is add your other team members for this project in this particular project creation template. So once you have added one, you can add other people also. So let me add so if you have entered an email ID through which somebody has already created an account on IPintentio, that person will be automatically added as a member of that particular project. If the email ID is not used to create a account, then they will get a email invite to create an account on IPintentio and join this project. In addition, you can also select whether the person will be an owner, member or reviewer. So but as of now you just add people as owner, because owner will give editing rights to all your team members and also to the faculty. So make sure you add all your team members and also the faculty, namely Anish and myself. So just do those things and do a submit. You will see a new project is created and that is selected. Even if you have forgotten to add somebody, you can just go to the edit section and add members later also, or you can even change the name of the project, start date and other stuff. So once the project is selected, you will see that project has been selected over here and the project name appears over here. Then you need to go to the design tab. Once you are in the design tab, you will see various utilities that are provided over here, and also a design flow that you see over here. You can ignore the co-simulation flow because that is not of interest to us. The digital design flow is of interest to us. We will come to this flow in a bit of time. First, let us look at the utilities. The first utility that you have is a file browser. With the file browser, you can have a command prompt which you can use to see what all things are there in your project account and manage your files. You can type help to see what commands are available. This is like a Unix command, but not all commands are available for sake of security. So you get a list of what are the allowed commands. What if you don't know the commands, then you can do a man command name, for example man cd. That will give you a manual help of the cd command. So this way you can actually look at all the commands and see what they do if you are not familiar with Unix commands. This window is like any other desktop window, and you can pull it around or also resize it. So let us create a file. So you see that a new file has been created. So this is of .v extension, which means it is Verilog. So what we will do is we can double click it, and then that will be opened in the next utility, that is the file browser. In this file browser you can edit the files just like you would do in Notepad on the desktop. So what I can do is I can start coding over here. So once you have coded sufficiently, you can just save the file, and this file will be saved in your account on IPintentio server. So what you can do is, now the key thing is to look at the flow, how to run a simulation. Just click on the simulation options, and here you will see that you can choose the simulator. As we are using Verilog, we will use the Icarus Verilog simulator. First you need to compile your code. So for compiling you will choose this. It's better not to choose the advanced because that will otherwise give you a lot of options which you may not be familiar with. So choose the simpler one, and then the execute directory is your projects directory, and then you can view the simulation options. Here you can see some options that are displayed over here. You can look at their help also in line. So this will give you an idea of how to use that particular option. If you already know the option, then you can start selecting it. So for the file that we have already coded,